Chapter 1: The Hidden Impact of Repetitive Strain Injuries. What if we told you that something as simple as typing or scrolling could dramatically alter your life? It sounds far-fetched, right? But the reality is, our everyday actions can lead to something known as repetitive strain injuries, or RSI. A term that encompasses a range of painful conditions caused by repeated movements. RSI is more common than you may think. It's not just a result of heavy manual labor. In fact, it's found in all walks of life, from office workers hunched over keyboards to musicians perfecting their craft. It's a silent epidemic often overlooked until it's too late. So, what exactly is a repetitive strain injury? It's a condition that occurs when too much stress is placed on a part of the body, resulting in inflammation, muscle strain, and if left untreated, can lead to long-term damage. It's like a whisper that gradually turns into a shout. Common misconceptions about RSI abound. Some believe it's just an inevitable part of their job, while others think it's a sign of getting older. The truth is, RSI can affect anyone, regardless of age or profession. It's not an inevitable part of life, but rather the result of cumulative damage from repetitive, forceful, or awkward movements. The impact of RSI on everyday life can be significant. It can limit your ability to perform simple tasks, from opening a jar to typing an email, and can even impede your career progress. It's a silent thief, robbing people of their comfort and freedom. But there's hope. Awareness and prevention are powerful tools in the fight against RSI. By understanding the causes and early symptoms, we can take proactive steps to prevent these injuries. Simple changes in our daily routines, the use of ergonomic tools, and regular breaks can make a world of difference. Repetitive strain injuries can change your life, but with the right knowledge and approach, they don't have to. By shining a light on the hidden impact of RSI, we can empower ourselves and others to take control of our health and live a pain-free life. Chapter 2: Triumph over Pain. Behind every injury, there's a story of resilience and recovery. Let's meet some of the unsung heroes who have triumphed over the insidious pain of repetitive strain injuries. Each of these brave individuals, in their unique ways, have tapped into what we're calling dark motivation. It's not the fear of pain that has propelled them forward, but rather the intense desire to escape it, to reclaim their bodies and their lives. Consider the story of Jane, a concert pianist whose passion for music was nearly silenced by carpal tunnel syndrome. She was told she might never play again. But Jane refused to accept this. Instead, she used her pain as a catalyst, a dark motivator, to fuel her determination to return to the stage. Through a combination of therapy, self-care, and an unwavering spirit, Jane played her first concert again after 2 long years. Or take Mark, a former professional gamer whose career was abruptly cut short by a severe case of tennis elbow. The pain was excruciating, but Mark found strength in his struggle. He viewed his injury as a challenge to be overcome, not a sentence to be endured. Mark sought help, worked tirelessly on his rehabilitation, and eventually found his way back to gaming, albeit in a more balanced and mindful way. Then there's Lisa, a passionate writer who developed trigger finger from years of typing. Lisa's love for words wouldn't allow her to quit, so she turned her pain into power. She adopted ergonomic practices and dedicated herself to a regimen of physical therapy. Today, Lisa writes pain-free, her dark motivation having guided her through her journey to recovery. These inspiring individuals show us that pain isn't the end, but rather a starting point towards a healthier life. Their stories remind us that we too can harness the power of dark motivation, turning our pain into a force for positive change. And in doing so, we open the door to our own journeys towards a pain-free and fulfilling life. Chapter 3: Physical Therapists on RSI. Scene script. Let's hear from the experts who help turn the tide against repetitive strain injuries every day. Physical therapists, the unsung heroes in the battle against repetitive strain injuries. They see firsthand the challenges that these injuries present, but also witness the remarkable recovery journeys of their patients. One of the key challenges in treating RSI is the nature of the injury itself. It's often subtle, gradually creeping up on individuals until it becomes a painful, constant companion. Physical therapists work tirelessly to not only alleviate this pain, but to also teach patients how to prevent future injuries. Prevention, they stress, is the most effective weapon against RSI. But how does one stay motivated to maintain good ergonomics, take regular breaks, and perform exercises when the threat of injury seems so distant and abstract? Enter dark motivation. Physical therapists have observed that sometimes it's the fear of pain, the dread of losing mobility, or even the frustration of being sidelined that spurs patients into action. This dark motivation can light the way to a more proactive approach to RSI prevention. Of course, it's not just about fear. Dark motivation also involves harnessing the power of resilience and determination. It's about using the obstacles and challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It's about transforming pain into power and setbacks into comebacks. So what practical tips do our experts offer? First, listen to your body. Pain is a warning signal not to be ignored. Second, make ergonomics your best friend. A well-set-up work or study station can significantly reduce the risk of RSI. Third, take regular breaks. Every 20 minutes, take a 1-minute break to stretch and relax your muscles. Fourth, seek professional help at the first sign of trouble. Early intervention can prevent a minor issue from becoming a major problem. Armed with expert advice, we can all take steps towards a pain-free life. Chapter 4: The Power of Dark Motivation. Sometimes the drive to escape pain can be our most powerful motivator. This is the essence of dark motivation. It's not a sinister or negative force, but rather it's a powerful tool that we can use to fuel our journey to recovery and wellness. When we talk about dark motivation, we're referring to the strong desire to avoid discomfort and pain. It's the kind of motivation that arises from our innate instinct to protect ourselves from harm. This deep-seated instinct can propel us to take proactive steps towards preventing and addressing repetitive strain injuries. Imagine you're in a dark tunnel. The pain and discomfort from your injuries are the darkness enveloping you. The light at the end of that tunnel is a life free from this pain. Dark motivation is the force that pushes you to move towards that light. It's the drive that compels you to make necessary changes in your lifestyle. Adopt healthier habits and seek professional help when needed. Harnessing the power of dark motivation is all about channeling this instinctive drive in a productive and healthy way. It's about using the desire to avoid pain as a catalyst for action. But remember, it's crucial to approach this with balance and mindfulness. While the desire to escape pain can push us to take action, it's equally important to foster self-compassion and patience. Recovery is a journey, not a race. So, how can we harness the power of dark motivation? Start by acknowledging the pain and discomfort. Recognize them as signals that your body needs care and attention. Then, use this recognition as a driving force to seek solutions and make positive changes. Whether it's incorporating ergonomic practices into your work routine, engaging in regular physical therapy, or simply taking more breaks throughout the day, let your desire to live pain-free guide your actions. Harnessing the power of dark motivation can be a game changer in our journey to live pain-free. Remember, it's not about rushing through the darkness, but rather it's about using it as a beacon to guide your journey towards the light of a healthier, more active life. Chapter 5. Your Journey to Pain-Free Living. Your journey to a pain-free life starts today. As we've explored throughout this video, repetitive strain injuries can be a daunting challenge, but they are far from insurmountable. A key takeaway is the empowering concept of dark motivation harnessing our darker emotions, such as fear or anger, and using them as fuel to drive us towards positive action and change. In the face of discomfort or pain, it's natural for feelings of frustration or fear to arise. But instead of allowing these emotions to paralyze us, we can channel them into proactive steps to understand, manage, and ultimately prevent these injuries. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. By adopting ergonomic practices in our daily lives, we can reduce the risk of repetitive strain injuries. Small changes, such as adjusting our workstation setup or taking regular breaks to stretch and move, can make a significant difference in our physical well-being. But let's not forget the importance of self-compassion in this journey. It's essential to be patient with ourselves, acknowledging that recovery is a process and progress may sometimes be slow. Celebrate each small victory, every step forward, no matter how minor it may seem. We've heard inspiring stories of resilience and recovery of individuals who have successfully navigated the challenging terrain of repetitive strain injuries. These stories serve as a testament to the strength of the human spirit and a beacon of hope for those currently embarking on their own journey to pain-free living. We invite you to share your own stories, experiences, and tips in the comments section below. This is more than just a platform for sharing information. It's a community where we can support and learn from each other. Remember, your journey to a pain-free life is not a solitary one. We're all in this together, every step of the way.